All right, start another bad run of Brotato. So hit that question mark and let's see what we got. Well-rounded, the most boringest of guys. Let's see. I'll do. I'm gonna do a stick run. Sometimes I just like to do a stick run. I'm a really big fan, just as a statement of fact, of Icicle and SMG, but sometimes you just want to do something different. Not that sticks are that different, but I'm gonna go with sticks. Sticks, get better the more you have, so we're just gonna keep mashing sticks throughout the game. They are melee, so you don't have to worry about piercing. With melee weapons, if it's in the hitbox, it dies, or it gets hit, I should say. If you have enough damage, it dies. With melee weapons, you do have to focus a little more on. Oh, I'm going to take some harvesting. I love taking harvesting early. I know we already have 9, but harvesting multiplies on itself. I think it gets 5% better every wave or something like that. You get 5% of your harvesting added on, so if you can get it going early, you can really get a good econ going. So I'll take that. Generally, I really like to take my 6 weapons first, but I'm a sucker for scars as well, so I'm going to take that, and I'll get my sticks. I am going to take this brick. It'll break early enough, and it'll give me... I'm going to take both. Do I want both? Because then it'll really start to give me more blunt. I don't know if I necessarily want that. Yeah, I'll take a second brick and re-roll, and no more sticks. So we're sticks and bricks. And that should carry us through a good few waves here. Bricks do great early game damage. Again, one of the downsides to taking them is when you take a weapon, you're more likely to receive weapons of that same type. So bricks are blunt, sticks are primitive. So they are different. So they're not that they're going to fully negate each other. Come on, got that tree. But it does make it slightly harder to get your additional sticks. I will take this hedgehog here. Let's see. I'm going to reroll. I'm looking for melee or maybe speed. Missed both. I'll just take another harvesting, and then there's some melee, so I'll take that. I'm going to take this weird food. I'm going to take another brick. This will get me to my 6, and then I'll just stop right here. So now I'm going to have my 6 weapons pretty quickly, and then these bricks will break over time, and I'll just replace them with sticks as they do. That XP boost is nice. Just in that, it will get us more melee, more levels over time. And our range doesn't really matter. You can get big range boosts later pretty easily. You know what? 1 hedgehog was good, 2 hedgehogs is better. I'm gonna have to find some sustain. I am -2 HP regen right now, but I'll find that sustain. I'm gonna re-roll this. I'm like, oh, sustain. I know this is purple, but lifesteal with these slow weapons, not particularly great. So, as much as it hurts me, I am gonna re-roll it. And now this I'm gonna take this harvesting. It's probably gonna be the last one I take. Now this is my blue round where everything will be blue the entire time. I'm gonna take the speed. Now as I take sticks up, see two bricks broke, so that that's what's gonna happen, and we'll just replace them with sticks, as I said. If you see with sticks, it's primitive, so it boosts your max HP, so we need to take HP a little less. I'm gonna get more trees. Coupons always welcome, making everything cheaper. If I was an idiot, which I am, I would take Weird Ghost. I'm such a sucker for Weird Ghost. Take a stick, take a brick, spin once more. Don't see anything. It's a pretty cheap spin, 6. They get expensive later. I'll spin once more. And, ooh, great. I get to lock up a coupon and a bag. Working with 6 weapons at level 4 is good. Now I should be able to clear most of the mobs out to maximize the green, the gems, whatever I gain, and the levels that I gain as a result of collecting them. Okay. Another chest. Gentle alien, always welcome. The more enemies that you can kill, that exist, the more you can kill, the more you can kill, the more gems or whatever the green stuff is you'll get. I'm gonna re-roll this. Nice. Tough. I think I'm gonna take attack speed. Sticks aren't that fast of a weapon. Take our coupon, take our bag, combine those bricks. When bricks break, they give you more material. Material, they call it material. I don't know why I'm saying gems, material. They give you more material than they cost. So they actually are an econ engine of sorts. Combine these, grab another brick. See, I'm sorry, it doesn't, it does not always. I guess this one drops for 10 material, and it cost you 11, so pretty cheap though in terms of a temporary weapon. Okay, I'm not gonna go that deep into brick. I guess I can combine my sticks and buy that brick. I'm not going to though. I'm gonna keep looking for sticks a little more thoroughly. Okay, this is getting expensive enough where I'm gonna stop. My speed's 8. I'll take that the beanie. Okay. So as you can see, like what happens when you spread like I did with the sticks and bricks is I'm not seeing sticks that often because half the time that where it's giving me my chosen item, my chosen weapon type, I'm seeing the blunts with more bricks instead of the sticks. You also see I broke a brick early, which is difficult. It means that through the round I'm basically fighting 5-weaponed. So not saying that bricks are like a great long-term strategy, but they are a nice burst out of the early game. My speed's pretty good now. I don't need to go minus luck. I don't really like alien worms. I appreciate the amount of that the consumables give us. I think I already boosted it actually. Yeah, consumables heal because I got some strange food, so I'm definitely not going to take that. Nothing. I mean, I could take this melee. Let's see. And actually, I will. I'll take that +2 melee. Here, I'll reroll, and that's just a good sustain. You know, it's purple. Here, I'll take this. It'll push me into positive with HP regen. Maybe that was a mistake. I forgot I was going to take the broken mouth, but okay, such is life. Looking for more sticks. There we go. I'm not going to take this brick at this point. I'm going to probably try to sell this off. Actually, I am going to sell this right now so that it stops showing me blunts, and then I'm going to look to try to get that stick. Get my weird food. Targrades are outstanding, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the whistle. That'll give me more loot aliens for my bag. There's my stick. 13 is high enough that I'm just going to sit. I don't need to spend that right now. And now I'm full sticks for the rest of the game, and we're just trying to get... Now we're looking to get some curse going, so we can get some cursed sticks, and that'll really make it so I can take care of bosses. So now I'm looking to increase, obviously, more sticks, increase my attack speed, increase my range a little bit. I'd like my range to be around 100 with these sticks. Although I have, seen streamers better than me, obviously, that don't like too much range because I guess the further out the stick goes, the longer it takes to come back, and the longer I think it affects your attack speed a little bit, but I could be wrong. Here I'm going to take... I'm going to take this range, get my range positive again. Got a stick. Let's grab these bone dice. Paying off already. Grab a scar, grab some sticks. Nothing here. Lock up the black belt. Not going to take this peaceful bee. I'll take the goldfish. I'm not going to spin now, though, because I already have the black belt locked up. So I will take the black belt plus whatever else next round, and then I'll spin to, you know, into the higher ranking after that. I have enough speed where I should be able to find and negate all these balls before they can, you know, nest and transform. Another one. Oh, I missed one. So I'll take this guy out real fast. Yeah, my attack is pretty decent. The fact that guy went down so fast. But that's what happens with sticks. They really, once you're at 6 and you're starting to level them up, you start to, you know, what I'm seeing 30s, 39s, 50s coming out of each individual stick hit. I don't think I need more harvesting. I'll take this crit chance here. I don't want more speed right now. 14 I'm pretty happy with. I'll take the max HP because inevitably I'm going to do something stupid and get hit. Okay, so I'll take the belt. I don't want any of this. Reroll into good stuff. Take the lure, get that HP going, plus it'll combine with the bag really well. Reroll again. Grab a third coupon, that's great. Grab a stick. I'm gonna lock up some luck because my luck was already so negative. You know, wanted to start proliferating, and we'll get going into this round. Yeah, I'm taking out these, you know, whatever, these elite types, pretty quickly. So that's good to see. And of course, knowing the attack patterns of your enemies is super important. So those guys charge up and then burst at you. Second, loot alien combo. There we go. Should not have grabbed that chest. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but grabbing the chest is bad because I didn't get to heal off of it, and I don't have any penguins. If you had penguins, you want to go around scooping those things up, but without them, not so much. Okay, I'll take the cauldron. I'm just never going to have HP regen, it seems, because I just keep, which would be the main kind of sustain I would want from a Styx potato, but I just keep negating it, as you're seeing. Do I want Gummy Berserker? I don't. Yes, I'm going to take it. I want the attack speed. I want the range. I hate minus armor, but it's adding to the factors I want more than I'm worried about the minus armor, especially because I have the targrade. I'll take a purple harvest. Grab a stick. Upgrade my luck so it's at least positive. Spin some more. Do I want coil? Coil could be a little bit of a trap. It's not that high of a boost, and the knockback on sticks doesn't matter much because they're not a quick weapon. I am going to take it. Maybe wrong, but I'm hoping to get more coils and focus on more knockback things then. I'll take this coffee. Not going to take fertilizer. I already have enough harvest. The -1 melee. I'm a melee potato, so not going to take that. I will take more trees. Thought I had enough for that weird food too. I'll lock that up. Okay, now this is the big wave, the try to overwhelm you wave, but that shouldn't be a problem. I have enough range. I wouldn't be surprised if well, I'm definitely going to take this one out. I might even not get hit with the targrade if I, you know, get to keep my targrade. Not that that carries over or anything, just as a statement of where I'm at in this run right now. chart grade. You know, just as a little self pat on the back. Attack speed or crit chance. I'm gonna take the crit chance. I'm gonna take it because I'd like to get the rare, the purple item that gives you a 33% chance to get additional material drop. So, added these. I sure hope I'm not wrong. I sure hope that this is a purple round and not that I'm like wrong when I hit reroll. I'm gonna see a bunch of black things because then I'm gonna feel really bad. But I'm really looking for melee damage right now over damage percentage. I'm looking for. I wouldn't mind luck. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I guess. No, I'm gonna take the damage percentage. I just convinced myself. The other things weren't that much more important. I'm gonna get 2 sticks, get weird food, great. Get my second bone dice on. I don't really need the additional pickup range. I don't have multiple of these to make the 48 worth it for the knockback. I'll take another broken mouth. I really appreciate small fish, especially because I'm trying to strike things down from 100 to 0 as quickly as possible. So that 10% damage boost is nice because they're going to have above 75 health if it's the first strike on them. So it's nice early on. Yeah, I'll take a panda this early. If you get a red item you can take, you probably should. My luck is now pretty decent. Another stick, lock up this black belt, more knockback for me. Gonna not take some of that luck away, but that's okay. Wave 10, I hate this wave. It's just hard. For me, maybe it's hard for everybody, but everything spawns, instead of spawning in kind of clusters, like normal, things spawn everywhere all over the map, kind of like all at once. And it makes it hard to line up your attacks to like one attack to push through. So what ends up happening is instead of one stick hitting 5 aliens, it hits 1, and then its cooldown happens, and it has to like reload. Meanwhile, things are coming at you from every other direction. It just makes it harder. So you end up doing a lot of this like juking around the board to wait some time to get them to pile up, but then you end up with a pile up, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, am I gonna fall behind the mob wave? But hey, that's what makes the game fun, right? That everything isn't the same all the time, and there can be some difficulty. If it was just always strictly easy, wouldn't be fun. Not gonna take a fuel tank, of course. I just said I'm pushing luck down, so I'll push it back up. And plus melee, nice. Take another scar. Take this harvest. Have good econ going now. Not gonna take this sword because it'll hurt too many of my sticks. Get more melee, get more knockback there. Second coil's really nice, so we're gonna watch our damage percentage jump a little bit here. Yeah, 25 to 46%, so that's a good jump, doubled. Now we're gonna push it down a little bit as we take this metal detector so we can, increase our chance to double material. Nothing here. And I'm not gonna reroll the 23, it's just too high. My first boss or big mob wave is next round, and it's a big mob wave, which I find to be the easier of the two. Sometimes bosses can be really rough early, although I think my build would have handled a boss pretty well here. So I'm actually a little disappointed I didn't get a boss. I would have liked a rare, a red item, but overall, you can't complain about getting the big wave early. You're much more likely to survive the game not having to deal with a boss early on. Also, I guess I'm not doing that great if these mummy-looking guys are bouncing back more than dying. So maybe my damage output is a little bit lower than I was first anticipating. Just first commenting on. But we're gonna finish the wave out anyway. Oh, didn't get the tree in time. Where's my attack speed? 22. I'm gonna take this missile. And I'll take that armor. do I want to take? No, I'm gonna. It's dodge or damage. I'm gonna take damage. This pushes my dodge to barely dodging instead of not dodging, and I'd rather just hit harder. Get some attack speed back. This is now +2 damage percentage. That's getting closer. I will take that. I love Wandering Bot. I'm going to try not taking it because I think maybe it's not as... I lied. I'm going to take it. I don't actually know if it's as good as I think it is. I'm going to take this lore. I'm also going to push my range up a little bit. One more reroll, see if I can get anything. Yep, going to lock that up. Going to take this plus melee, plus damage. And then I think I'm going to take this warrior helmet as well. My speed is high enough where I can afford to reduce it a bit. I mean, lock them, not take them. Now, I think I've said this before, but I like to stand in the corner and do this fight. That way nothing spawns behind me, and when my weapons go out, they just wipe out the entire kind of mob group in front of me. I don't actually know if this is right. Oh, I am not going to do that at all because I made a big mistake, and I think I took a lure going into this wave. That's not something you should be doing. You don't want to take lures going into your harder rounds. I mean, I got both the crate aliens I just saw, but in general, you don't want to be having to hunt down a third loot alien. That's how you end up dying, when you're just getting greedy. And you're like, oh, I gotta max out everything. So I'm not gonna get into that interior and get those trees, I don't think. I'll try, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. Nope, no time at minimum. Okay, definitely take a goldfish. Decomposing flesh. If I'm playing infinite, endless, there's a real chance that I take decomposing flesh because it pushes your lifesteal up enough where it makes your lifesteal not your worst stat for when you're taking your axolotl that you're hoping to gun down in like wave, 28, 30, 35, something like that, where you're swapping with into a massive armor, into a massive damage percentage, into a massive melee, where you set it up. But now I'm really not there. That said, my max HP is pretty high. I'm gonna take it because I'm a greed monster. Shackles. I think I'm about to push my speed down, so I'm gonna take this now. 14. I would rather it be more like 20 as my cap, but I think 14 will be fine, and I'm about to push it down anyway. But the plus range, plus HP regen is really good. If I'm going endless, I don't take this here, because I would want that higher max speed. We'll take some attack speed here, and we'll take some crit, and then we'll increase our XP percentage. We'll increase our armor max HP there, and we'll reroll with the fish. Get a stick. Crystal's great because I have the Targrade, so the first time I get bumped, it doesn't even hurt, so I'll get increasing damage. We'll take that silver bullet, and we'll reroll. Ooh, finally a hook. Lovely. And another coupon. Very happy. Vigilante ring isn't bad, but I'm just not going to have the... I'm not going to store that. I wouldn't have the time because once I get the hook, I'm going to really want to be looking for sticks to store so I could turn them cursed. And and the Vigilante ring would take up 25% of the slots where it could, for my rerolls. Just got nullified, so it did get hit. Of course, getting hit does make the crystal, because you start really rolling with your extra attack speed, and then all of a sudden you get hit one time, it goes away, and then you start to feel behind. Like right now, just got hit, and it's probably noticeable how much slower I'm attacking. I could be wrong, but it feels noticeable. I mean, I'm sure it's noticeable. It's a percentage that just dropped, but I don't know, like in terms of actual milliseconds, how much slower it is. Didn't get that last tree, that's okay. Cyberball, the 17 just isn't high enough, so I might as well take it. But I don't think it's going to do much. Okay, getting that crit up there a bit. Our range is 125. That's probably just good enough for now, so I'll take melee. Take our hook. Oh, did that in the wrong order. Should have taken the coupon first. Not going to take celery. I love celery, but you're not going to take it into a horde wave. And I'm hunting for sticks to hook, so I don't want to waste this slot locking that up. I'm going to take jerky. I really like it. There's a stick. Remember I said don't take this into a mob wave, into a horde wave. I'm gonna do it again because I'm dumb. No, because I don't want to lock it up, because if you don't succeed with your fish hook, it gives you, I forget what it's called, like a pity. It gives extra pity percentage, where it's more likely to upgrade the weapon or whatever's locked up. One of whatever's locked up, it will, that pity percentage will get dumped into one of them. And if you have multiple things, it might not go into the one you want. So I'm gonna just take that lore now. All those words being said, I am going to lock the recycle machine, because if that gain percentage can be like 50%, or I think it might even be like 60% if you get very lucky with it. And that's high enough where it's worth it. Plus, I don't have a pity percentage right now to worry about. But if there is a pity percent, if nothing upgrades next round, then there will be a pity percentage, and at that point, I will buy the recycler. So here, I find it really important to focus on popping these guys one at a time as much as you can humanly help it, because if those little guys get running around like they're trying to, the screen just fills up with red balls and then you lose. So now, like, see, I got a little behind it, so now I'm chasing them down to kill them, instead of getting to focus on this big wave that just keeps, populating. But I find it really, really important to just hunt those down. Okay, I killed 2 loot aliens, so I mean, unless there's, just get lucky with more. But I killed the ones that I needed to, that I knew would exist, I should say. Okay, and that was like a fine wave. No real problems there. Mastery's great. Dynamite doesn't do anything for us. I don't need 180 range, but I'm going to take that. It's red, and it was a random red. Here I could take armor or crit. I'm going to go crit. Okay, so what I was just saying, so pity percentage. It now says current pity bonus, 10%. So it's 20% plus 10%, but only on one thing. So I'm just going to take the recycling machine now and spin. I'm going to keep that stick locked up. Okay, I can lock 2 sticks up. I'll just take a crystal. And I'll stop there. So now the pity will dump into one of the 2. I mean, it maybe. Also, that 10% isn't guaranteed either. It's only up to 30%. So with 2 at 30%, you're at least more likely for one of them to upgrade than not. Because it's not will. Each one is a roll. It's not like 20% across the board. It's each one gets a 20% roll. So the more things you have locked up, the more rolls you have. But the less likely your pity bonus will hit the one you want. But I just want sticks upgraded, so I can I could just lock those up and increase my chances to like what? I think I'm over 50% there then. 20% twice with the 10% twice. But I'm not 100% how pity bonus works, if I'm being totally honest with that math. So, like, or how the game actuates on that. So, I could be wrong, but I do think I'm getting 30% twice, or 30% once, and then if the first one hits, I guess I only get 20% on the second one. But either way, that's where I'm at. Not gonna take this because I have 2 coils. Not gonna take charcoal. I just think charcoal is a bad item. Harvest is just too important. 20% attack speed's very welcome though. Okay, I'll take 12% dodge. It at least puts my dodge positive. Missed twice again. Pity bonus now up to 20%. That's getting a little rough. My speed's only 6 and my range is huge. I am gonna buy that. I'm gonna increase my crit chance. I don't need to increase my max HP here with that. I'm going to take celery because we're in an off wave, so it's a good time to take it. I'm going to take this plant because HP regen is more likely to net me than lifesteal is. Starfish is very welcome. And I'm just going to stop with, you know, them starting to cost 47. That's significant enough where I just want to stop. Yep. So I have the celery. Everything is twice as hard to kill as normal right now. And I also took the starfish. They also deal more damage if they hit me, but I have the targrade, so the damage doesn't matter the first time. And I'm still fairly handily wiping out the waves, even when they get red from these little puffer balls. I do want to deal with those puffer balls all the same as quickly as possible. Got hit. Not only did I get hit, I got hit twice, so it also knocked back my crystal bonuses. And this is a harder wave. You know, it's 100% more damage I have to put out. And when guys like that get red, that's when we start to get in trouble. I mean, only 6 seconds left. I'm not too worried about it. Let's see if I can go kill that curse alien real fast. Got him. Going to recycle this boiling water. More crit chance. One of the sticks upgraded. So I'll combine these. Take this stick. Not going to take Triangle of Power. Am I going to take Triangle of Power? With the targrade, if I'm playing infinite, if I'm playing endless, I never take triangles because you're just too likely to get like popped for like the mid range. Eventually, everything one hit kills you, but in the middle, it's not as good. That said, with the targrade already, and I want to increase my damage percentage as I go into the elite, I'll take that. Not going to take the stick still. Still going to sit on that. Not going to push my luck down for the speed. Actually, I lied. I am going to push my luck down for the speed because I'm going into the elite fight. And if it's one of the dash elites, I want to be able to dodge. Gnome is stupendous. Lock up a second stick. Take a spyglass. One last reroll, and then I'll go into it. I just lost my targrade. And the boss is now down, so now I'm just playing a wave. Hit. So I'm trying to stay away from the red crate because it's a full heal and I don't want to use it accidentally. And I did grab some things that extend my pickup range, so it would be easier to inadvertently pick it up. Now you won't pick it up as long as you're at full, but if you're at any amount of damage, it will scoop it up. So if I'm going to go near it, I need to make sure that I'm near full. Or really hurt. Oh, didn't get that. Didn't get that loot alien, unfortunately. Take a barnacle, love a barnacle. Recycle this toxic sludge, recycle this fertilizer. Take big arms. I mean, look at that knockback. So we're going to get +6 damage percentage, +12 melee. This is great. Take a crit chance. And then this is an all red round. I'm going to spin. Take crit chance again. Didn't get anything there. We're going to take more attack speed, more range. Just like having that attack speed up. Let's see. So the Frozen Heart's just going to be good for us. It's adding to our crit percentage, and then it adds our elemental damage, which is just, you know, just by playing the game, it's 10. So it's going to add a little bit even more to our weapons. And you could just see how good Cursed is when this Cursed weapon is better than the tier 3 version. So I guess I'm just going to stop with 800, which is like really surprising. I really wish I had a piggy bank, but with 3 sticks, you know, one of each variety, that's just where we want to be. And it's not worth re-rolling one item, you know, spending 27 to re-roll one. And now you can see I believe the majority of our hits are going to be crits. So we're doubling our damage with every single attack, which is where we want to be. And then hopefully, you know, we don't get. Hopefully we get lucky, and more than one of those sticks is cursed, and hopefully we don't get unlucky and none of them are cursed. Because now there is a pity percentage modifier added to it 3 times. So 3 times 20, or 3 times 30, you know, or 30% 3 times, I guess I should say. Which, you know, back of the napkin math isn't actually 90%, but it's approaching 90%. It's the mid 80s. So that's a pretty good chance for something to upgrade. And as you can see, I'm just really... My damage is... The output is high enough now where... I'll take another Gentle Alien. And I don't real... I think I... Oh no, I didn't end with the Targrade, but I mean, with the Targrade, it's not as relevant, but I'll take the dodge. Hey, one of them upgraded, so that's good. Merge that. I'll take the Hedgehog again. Just keep pushing that melee damage up. Just keep pushing that melee damage up. One last roll on it. Okay, crit. Let's see. Plus 6 attack speed for different weapon you have. Not particularly good when you're all the same. Mastery's good though. Not worth spending 171 for 3% crit. But these are critting. Also, you'll see, sorry, I'm not getting 2x crit, right? Because sticks don't crit that well. What? It's 1.5, 1.7, 1.8. So I think when they're red, that's when you get to 2, or maybe it's red and cursed you get to 2. Which, you know, but that's still good damage output. You know, we're talking about almost 1,000 when that hits. Second Spyglass. And this is cursed. Okay, I'll take that. I don't want to reduce my crit chance. I don't want to reduce my crit chance. I'm just going to go into the wave. With 2 sticks locked up. Now I have to get a little lucky for one of those to upgrade as I go into the final round. It's not, I mean, you know, almost a coin flip, slightly worse than a coin flip. But hopefully the coin flip's in my favor. Lost my Targrade to silence my phone. Well worth it. Kill this. Kill that curse alien. Get my corner action on that I do other times. Wave 19 is just a lot of bodies. So doing that, like the corner swipes can be good. Okay. Take another weird food. Push my crit chance even higher. Sure, push my luck higher. Ooh, didn't upgrade. Didn't upgrade going into wave 20. If I'm playing endless, I'm going to, of course, let these ride. But since I'm not, let's just get as good as we can against our foes. Pushes our damage percentage up a bit. Taha. Do I take the bait? Get it? Do I take the bait? I'm gonna do it. Shouldn't do that. Don't do that, but I'm gonna do that. Take my 5th coupon when it doesn't matter. Okay, not stupid enough to take the peacock though. As much as I would love to take the peacock, I'm not taking it into this wave. Got my 3rd coil, so my damage percentage is really good now for wave 20. Not going to take this helmet this time. I don't want my speed to be that low. As a matter of fact, I would love to bump my speed a little bit if I can, but I'm probably not going to have that opportunity. I will bump my damage up a little more. Not going to take this lemonade. I normally love it. Look, my consumable heals is 12. You know, so each consumable is healing, what, like a 5th of my life. But the 46 is the problem. I just said I want to bump my speed, and I may not have that opportunity to here if I, waste that. Also, just might not get to bump my speed. Doesn't look like I'm going to. I'll increase my attack speed. Oh, that was nice to get that last. Okay, that's gonna be it. Oh, wow. Very, very fortunate there at the end to just get a couple more sticks. And now let's kill these. So first I have to deal with all the lore aliens, and then I'll deal with the bosses. And yeah, you could just see they're just melting to my damage. I did accidentally collect that one red chest, because I was hit a couple times there. But anyway, this looks like, so if I wasn't, I guess this is on Endless, but I'll end the video once I finish this run. But there was a successful D5 Brotato run with whatever, well-rounded. I guess I'm well-rounded. Did it with sticks. I think sticks are one of the better starting weapons you can do. You could, yeah, I mean, I like to take icicles, I like to take sticks, I like to take SMGs out of the gates for most of my potatoes. I think those are some of the top starting weapons possible. You can see how I bridged with the bricks there. I find that to be useful when I'm going melee. Bricks do good enough early damage, and then they pop where they cost you almost nothing. So you get the upside of that big damage, and they do big damage. I think it's like 30 for a base brick. But there we go, wave complete. I'll just take my things and I'll call it a video. No knockback. I do not like Alien Baby. Not worth it. Not worth it. And from here on, your harvest goes down. I think it's 25. It's 20 or 25% every round. So I'm at 175. So level 21, I would be 175 minus whatever 25%. So it would be like, whatever. My harvest gets knocked down 40ish or something. Reroll that. Take damage percentage. Take luck. And I hope that was a useful, insightful video.